Okay, today we're going to be changing the front left wheel speed sensor on a 2012 Dodge Challenger SXT. This is the V6 model. I would imagine that it's quite similar around all Dodge products, the way the wheel speed sensor goes in, so this should definitely be applicable for the V6 engines and possibly the V8 engines of Dodge's lineup. I know the Charger's exactly the same. These are all the tools you're going to need. We have a screwdriver, a panel popper or hammer. We're just going to use the hammer to pop some pins. Don't worry, we're not going to hit anything. A 10 mil wrench, not a socket won't fit, and then your jacking tools to jack up your car. After you're done jacking up your vehicle, I've done it with the stock provided jack that came with it, and I went ahead and put a jack stand underneath the hub assembly there. You're left with your real hub assembly, and wheel speed sensor is a little bit high of center on the back of your wheel hub assembly. Okay, now we're looking at the wheel assembly from the front end of the wheel well, and this bolt right here we're going to have to take out. It's a 10 mil bolt. It's in there pretty easy. It's not very hard to get out. Take this out, 10 mil, loosen it up, and then you can pretty much hand undo it there. Left with a 10 mil bolt. The next thing we're going to do is remove these clips that hold the wheel sensor in place. Then with these little clips right here, and they just kind of unclip, like this one right here too. There's just rubber hose inside of there. It comes out like that. Turn you around, and then remove the rest of them here. There's one there, and then there's one right here. That's pretty much it holding the wire in, and then we're going to have to remove both ends of the wire. And this is this actual sensor inside of the wheel hub assembly. It's this wire right here, and what you do, you want to pull back on it a little bit. You got to kind of turn it to get out of the way of this bracket right here. And turn it a little bit, and pop right out. That's what it looks like. This one's pretty dirty. Got a bunch of rust on it and stuff. And this is the one that's not working in this car. Okay, this is the other end of the wheel speed sensor right here. And you can see it goes back behind this wheel well cover. And it's got this pin protecting it. It has multiple other ones, but really this is the only one that you need to take out, the one right next to it. And how you do that is either with a glorified panel popper tool, like this one, like this, and go in here, like this, and pop it out. Or if you don't have one, you can just use a regular claw hammer and hook the claw on it, like so. And just kind of pop this one out here. It'll just fall out. And what that clip looks like is that right there. Just so you know how it comes out. Okay, at the top of this frame you can see the clip where it goes into the harness here. And to pop this out of the harness, you just grab hold of it and pull down, straight down. Pop out, just like this. That's what it looks like. To get the wheel speed sensor off, you want to take your red safety thing here. You want to pull it all the way out, like that. Comes out fairly easy. And then you want to find on it right below where that pin was. You want to push down on this. And these two hands. They'll pop right apart. And we can see here the contacts of that look actually very good. They're very shiny and everything else. Wheel speed sensor, not so much. So we're going to replace it. Okay, here's the new wheel speed sensor right here with the yellow. And now's a good time to compare them, make sure everything's going to match up. You can see these two ends are the same here. The new one actually came with the clip, the plastic clip that holds it into the metal bracket on the back of the wheel hub. You can see all the rubbers are here. This is actually another clip, like I said, that clips into the harness. Once you take it apart, you'll pretty much see this part that's already installed in the vehicle. We're going to replace it just because. And then you obviously want to check the pin type, make sure you got the right number of pins. Both of these are 2 pins like this, and everything looks good. Okay, now it's worth noting that we're installing a new sensor, so the idea is to keep the sensor as clean as possible. So we're going to install this end first. Now this goes in exactly like you took it out, so we're going to give it a little bit of a turn, and we're going to insert it into the hole here. Once you're past that bracket, you'll turn it ahead up right here, line the bolt hole up there, and we're going to thread that bolt that we took out, that 10mm bolt, and that goes in fairly simply. And we'll give that a quick tighten with our 10mm wrench. Alright, that's nice and secured in there. Okay, this is not completely necessary, but if you do want to switch this out, the way I'm going to do it is put the flathead behind it. We're going to pry on this bolt right here, and do that like that, and then it should pull out relatively easy. Give it a little bit of a wiggle, and we're out. Push that new one in like so. That looks pretty good. Okay, now we're just going to connect the rubbers to the boots, like so. Like this, and here's that other clip right here. You can see how that goes in right there. And you can choose to replace that if you want. I, however, am not going to. I'm just going to go insert this right here, like so. We got our 2 ends here. And we're going to connect them. Really, the secret sauce of this video is how to get this lock, this red locking pin in to this clip easily. And how you do that is, I'm going to go in from here, push this in behind it. Actually, get it the right way first. Push it in behind it and fully seat that pin all the way in. Like that. Now we're going to connect the wheel speed sensor to that. And it's going to want to push this up, so we're going to hold it in as it does, and it snaps right in. That takes far too long to figure out by yourself. Alright, next thing is to put this harness back in, and remember when we took it out we pulled straight down. We're going to put this back up, line it up with the bottom, and just push straight back up until it clicks. Okay, the last step of this video is to put this plastic retaining pin back through the wheel well liner, and make sure it goes in like this as opposed to this pushed in. Put that in there and just push it home. That's it. Now we have your wheel speed sensor in there nicely. You can see the new line in there, coming all the way around. That's how to do it. Okay, I suppose the actual final step of this video is to clear the codes that wheel speed sensor was throwing, and I'm going to do that with this diagnostic scanner. It's a OBD2 Bluetooth scanner, and all it is it's about $13 on Amazon. You plug this into your OBD2 port, and then with an app you can download, such as Torque, on Android phone. You can clear your codes, see all sorts of engine sensors, and you can do all sorts of crazy stuff with that app. But I'm going to use this and that app to clear my codes here, and then see if it clears. If not, it's probably one of the codes that the ECU itself has to clear after a certain number of driving cycles, and then it should go away. If not, we'll have to look at it again. Thanks, guys.